Hello and Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Muhammad Ali. I am student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus level 1 student. So viewers, we do again a ChatGPT interview with ChatGPT. So let's start. My interview topic is I am fine. So let's start our interview with ChatGPT. Hello ChatGPT.
I can hear you. What's on your mind?
Okay ChatGPT, my first question for you is what do you really mean when you say I am fine?
When someone says, I'm fine, it can mean different things depending on the context. Sometimes it's a straightforward response to show that everything is okay. Other times, it might be a way to hide feelings or avoid discussing something deeper. It's a phrase that can be used in various ways, so it's important to consider the situation and the person's body language or tone. Does that make sense?
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is do you always mean it or do you just say it? Please give me long and proper answer.
That's a thoughtful question. When people say, I'm fine, it doesn't always mean they genuinely feel fine. Sometimes they might be trying to protect their privacy or avoid burdening others with their problems. It can also be a way to keep a conversation light or to avoid conflict. On the other hand, there are times when people genuinely are fine, but they might still say it out of habit or social convention. Ultimately, the meaning behind I'm fine can vary widely based on the individual and the situation. It can be helpful to listen carefully and look for other signs if you think someone might not actually be okay.
Okay, ChatGPT, very good answer. And my next question for you is why do people say I am fine when they are not?
People often say I'm fine when they're not for several reasons. Sometimes they might not feel ready to share their true feelings, either because they want to protect themselves or others from discomfort. They might also say it to avoid burdening others with their problems or to maintain a sense of control and independence. In some cases, they might feel that others won't understand or that discussing their feelings might not lead to a positive outcome. Cultural norms and societal expectations can also play a role, where there's pressure to appear strong or composed even when someone is struggling. Ultimately, saying I'm fine can be a way for people to cope in the moment, even if it doesn't reflect their true emotions.
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is it easy for you to talk about your feeling?
For me, I'm here to help and support you. I don't have feelings like humans do, but I can understand and respond to yours. I'm always here to listen and provide information or support whenever you need it. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Okay, ChatGPT. My next question for you is when was the last time you lead by saying I am fine?
I don't have personal experiences or feelings, so I don't say I'm fine like humans do. My main goal is to assist and provide information to you. How can I help you today?
Okay, ChatGPT. My next question for you is do you think people around you can tell if you are not okay?
People who care about you can often sense when something is wrong, even if you say you're okay. They might notice changes in your behavior, body language, or tone of voice. Sometimes, it's the little things that give away how someone is really feeling. It's important to communicate openly with those you trust so they can offer support when you need it.
Okay, ChatGPT. Good answer. And my next question for you is what signs show you are not really fine?
When someone isn't really fine, they might show certain signs, even if they say otherwise. Some common signs include changes in behavior, like withdrawing from social activities, noticeable changes in mood, such as increased irritability or sadness, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, changes in sleep patterns, like sleeping too much or too little, is gentle and patient with yourself or others during tough times. Reaching out for support can make a big difference.
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is it okay to not be fine?
Absolutely. It's completely okay to not be fine. Everyone goes through difficult times, and it's natural to feel a range of emotions. It's important to acknowledge your feelings and give yourself permission to experience them. Seeking support from friends, family, or a professional can help you navigate those times. Remember, you're not alone, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question for you is I am fine always true? Please give me long and proper answer.
The phrase, I'm fine, isn't always true, and it can mean different things depending on the situation. People often say, I'm fine, for various reasons, even when they aren't feeling okay. Sometimes it's a way to protect themselves or others from discomfort. They might not feel ready to share their true feelings, or they might want to avoid burdening others with their problems. In some cases, people say, I'm fine, out of habit or social convention, even if they are struggling internally. It can also be a way to keep a conversation light or to maintain a sense of control. Understanding that I'm fine might not always reflect someone's true state can help us be more empathetic and supportive. If you ever feel like you're not fine, remember it's okay to reach out for help and express how you truly feel.
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is can I am fine be a lie?
Yes, I'm fine can sometimes be a lie. People might say it even when they aren't feeling fine for various reasons. They might not feel comfortable sharing their true feelings, or they might want to avoid worrying others. Sometimes it's a way to protect themselves or maintain a sense of control. While saying I'm fine might be a temporary way to cope, it's important to remember that it's okay to be honest about your feelings and seek support. Being open about how you truly feel can help you connect with others and find the support you need.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question for you is why do people hide their real feelings?
People hide their real feelings for several reasons. Sometimes they might fear being judged or misunderstood. They might worry that others won't understand or accept them. In some cases, they might want to protect others from feeling worried or uncomfortable. Cultural norms and societal expectations can also play a role. In some cultures, showing vulnerability might be seen as a sign of weakness, leading people to hide their true emotions. Additionally, some individuals may not have the tools or support to express their feelings openly. They might not feel safe or comfortable sharing what's truly going on inside. It's important to be compassionate and patient with others, and to create an environment where people feel safe to express their true feelings.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question for you is it sorry, how can I know if someone is really fine?
It can be challenging to know if someone is truly fine, but there are some signs you can look for to get a better understanding. Pay attention to their behavior and body language. If they seem relaxed, engaged, and open, they might be genuinely fine. However, if they seem withdrawn, distracted, or hesitant to talk, they might be struggling. Listening carefully to what they say and how they say it can also provide clues. Sometimes people might express their feelings indirectly or through a safe and supportive environment where they feel comfortable sharing can encourage them to be more open about how they really feel.
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is what should I say interested of I am fine if I am not okay?
If you're not okay and want to express that honestly, you can try saying something like, I've been having a tough time lately. I'm not feeling great right now, but I appreciate you asking. I'm struggling with some things, and I could use some support. Being honest about how you feel can help others understand and offer the support you need. Remember, it's okay to reach out and let others know when you need help.
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question for you is why do we, while when we are not, we are hurting inside? Give me long and proper answer.
Crying when we're hurting inside is a natural and healthy way to express our emotions. It's a way for our bodies to release built up tension and stress.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice. You can switch to standard now to keep chat.
Okay, viewers, we switch our voice. So let's start. Hello, ChatGPT, can you hear me? Hello, ChatGPT, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How's it going?
Okay, ChatGPT, my next question for you is why is it hard to talk about feeling?
Talking about feelings can be hard for a few reasons. For one, people often fear being judged or misunderstood. Vulnerability can feel risky, especially if you're not sure how others will react. Additionally, some people may not have the words or the emotional tools to express what they're going through. Social norms also play a role. Many cultures encourage people to keep it together or not show weakness, which can make it tough to open up. Does any of this resonate with you?
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is how can I express my emotion better? Please give me answer in 10 points.
I'm glad you liked the answer. Expressing emotions can definitely be a journey. Here are a few ways to improve how you express your feelings. 1. Be aware of your emotions. Check in with yourself regularly to understand how you feel. 2. Use I statements. Express feelings from your perspective, like I feel upset, rather than blaming others. 3. Practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself and allow yourself to feel without judgment. 4. Find a safe space. Choose a supportive environment where you can talk freely. 5. Start small. Begin by sharing your emotions in less intense situations before tackling bigger ones. 6. Use creative outlets. Writing, art, or music can be great ways to express feelings. 7. Practice active listening. When others share, listen deeply. This can help you feel understood and more comfortable sharing. Identify physical sensations. Sometimes emotions show up physically, like tension or fatigue. Recognizing this can help you name your feelings. 9. Be patient with yourself. Emotional expression is a skill that takes time to develop. 10. Seek support when needed. Talking to friends, family, or a therapist can help you express and process emotions more clearly. Does any of that sound helpful? When you're not feeling fine, it's important to reach out to someone you trust. This could be a close friend or family member who listens without judgment, a therapist or counselor who is trained to help with emotional struggles, a mentor or trusted colleague who can offer support and perspective, a support group or community where others might relate to what you're going through. Choosing someone who makes you feel safe and heard is key. If you're unsure, starting with someone who shows empathy can be a great first step. How do you usually approach talking about tough times?
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is how can I ask someone how they really feel?
I'm glad the answer was helpful. Asking someone how they really feel can be tricky, but here are some ways to make it more open and inviting. One, be gentle and patient. Let them know you're there to listen, not to judge. For example, you can say, I've noticed you've seemed a bit off lately. How are you really feeling? Two, create a safe space. Let them know it's okay to be open. Like, it's totally fine to share whatever you're comfortable with. Three, be specific rather than asking, how are you? Try something more specific, like, how have you been feeling emotionally? Four, use active listening. Show you're really paying attention, not just waiting to talk. Five, ask without rushing. Give them time to respond and don't pressure them to speak right away. Six, validate their feelings. Let them know it's okay to feel however they feel. You might say, it's okay to feel that way. I just want to understand better. By showing empathy and being patient, you can help someone feel more comfortable sharing their true feelings. How do you feel about asking someone that?
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is, how do I know what I am really feeling? Give me answers in
लगता है कि आपने उर्दू में सवाल किया है। आपका मतलब अकेद किया जाए से है। क्या आप थोड़ा मज़ीद वज़ाहत दे सकते हैं,
no, no,
ताकि मैं बेहतर तरीके से जवाब दे सकूँ?
no. My question for you is, how do I know what I am really feeling? Give me answer in 30 lines.
Figuring out what you're really feeling can sometimes be tricky, but there are a few ways to get clearer on your emotions. One, check in with your body. Emotions often show up physically, like a tight chest, a racing heart, or feeling drained. These physical sensations can be clues. Two, pause and reflect. Take a moment to sit quietly and ask yourself what's been on your mind lately. What situations or thoughts seem to trigger certain feelings? Three, label your feelings. Sometimes we're confused by our emotions, so try naming them. Are you anxious, frustrated, sad, or maybe excited? Identifying the feeling can help you understand it better. Four, consider your thoughts. Emotions often arise from our thoughts. Ask yourself what you've been thinking or focusing on recently. What thoughts are causing your emotional reactions? Five, talk it out. Sometimes verbalizing your feelings can help you identify them. Even just saying, I'm not sure how I feel out loud can start the process of figuring it out. It can take practice, but the more you pay attention to your emotions, the easier it becomes to recognize and understand them. How do you usually feel when you're unsure of your emotions?
Okay, ChatGPT, good answer. And my next question for you is, why do I feel guilty for not being okay? Give me long and proper answer.
लगता है कि आपका सवाल थोड़ा पेचीदा या गैर-वाज़ेह है। क्या आप उसे दोबारा वाज़ेह कर सकते हैं, ताकि मैं बेहतर तरीके से जवाब
Question for you is, why do I feel guilty for not being okay? Please give me long and proper answer.
I see now. Feeling guilty for not being okay is something a lot of people experience, and it's completely understandable, though not always healthy. Internal pressure to meet expectations, whether those expectations come from others or from ourselves. When you're feeling down, overwhelmed, or struggling, you might have this sense that you're not living up to the positivity, you're somehow failing or disappointing others. For example, many people grow up with the belief that expressing vulnerability or having moments of weakness makes them less capable or less worthy. This can cause a sense of guilt when you're not okay because it may feel like you're letting people down or not measuring up to social standards of emotional stability. Additionally, guilt can arise when you feel like you're burdening others by sharing your struggles. You might think everyone else has problems too. Why should I add to it? Or I don't want to worry anyone. This can lead to the idea that you need to handle things on your own, which can add to the emotional weight. Another reason is tied to self judgment. You might tell yourself that you should be stronger or more resilient. There's often an inner critic that says, you shouldn't feel this way, or why are you letting this affect you? This critical inner voice can heighten feelings of guilt because you might feel that your emotions are wrong or that you're not allowed to have them. Moreover, for some people, guilt can be rooted in empathy for others. If you're the kind of person who cares deeply about other people, you may feel guilty for not being okay because you might perceive your struggles as selfish or as taking away attention from someone else's needs. This feeling can be especially common in close relationships where there's a desire to protect others from feeling sad or burdened. Finally, the idea that you're supposed to be fine can make it even harder to process emotions naturally. When we ignore or suppress feelings, they don't go away. They can fester and cause deeper emotional strain, which may increase feelings of guilt and make it even harder to open up. However, it's important to remember that it's okay to not be okay. Feelings of guilt can be natural, but they don't have to define your experience. Everyone has moments of vulnerability, and being honest about those moments doesn't make you weak or a burden. It actually makes you human. Seeking help, whether through conversations with loved ones or professionals, is a sign of strength, not weakness. You deserve to be kind to yourself, especially in times when you're not feeling okay. Feelings are natural, and expressing them is part of maintaining emotional health. It's okay to allow yourself the space to feel and to lean on others for support when needed. Does any of that resonate with you?
Okay, ChatGPT, thanks for your answers. Can you give me a message for my viewers or advice?
लगता है कि आपका सवाल थोड़ा मुबहम है और शायद कुछ अल्फाज गलत तरीके से लिखे गए हैं। क्या आप बराह करम अपने सवाल को दोबारा वजाहत से पूछ सकते हैं ताकि मैं सही तरीके से जवाब दे सकूं?
Okay, ChatGPT, thanks for your answers, and we end our recording. Goodbye.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay, bye. So, viewers, this is our ChatGPT interview. I like it. I hope you like it. Like, subscribe, and share, and take care.